Hello everyone, welcome to the mathematical session. In this session we shall discuss IIT JEE Mains paper 2019 which appeared in 9th April shift 1 previous year question papers. So let us start with the solution. First problem, if the function f from r minus 1 comma minus 1 to a is defined by f of x is equals to x square divided by 1 minus x square is surjective function. Surjective function means it is onto function. In surjective function, range is equals to codomain. So to find a, we have to find the range of this function. To find the range of this function, we will take x square divided by 1 minus x square as equal to y. We will take, we'll cross multiply. So if you go for simplification, so this is equals to x square is equals to y divided by 1 plus y. Okay, so x square is there, it is always greater than or equal to 0. So if you draw a number line, so if you take minus 1 here, if you take 0 here, how to simplify this inequality? So very simple. So y minus 0 divided by y minus of minus 1, this inequality is greater than or equal to, so roots are 0 and minus 1, 0 and minus, extreme right hand side positive, alternate negative, positive sign. So this interval is positive sign, so y belongs to minus infinity to minus 1, whether it is included or excluded. Excluded because it is in the denominator. Okay, excluded union, and 0 is it is included or excluded, it is included, so to infinity. So this is what the range we got. So this can be rewritten as y belongs to r minus closed 1 to open 0. So option 1 it follows. Next problem, all the points in a set, this set is given, lie on. So they are giving the condition locus we are supposed to find respect to this set. So here it has been given there complex numbers. So let us take x plus iy is equals to alpha plus I divided by alpha minus I. Okay, so if you go for rationalization, alpha plus I divided by alpha plus I, so denominator you are getting alpha square plus 1. Okay, numerator you are getting alpha. So this is what you got. So you can split it, alpha square minus 1 divided by alpha square plus 1 plus I times 2 alpha divided by alpha square plus 1, it is x plus iy. So here x is nothing but alpha square minus 1 divided by alpha square plus 1, and y is nothing but 2 times alpha divided by alpha square plus 1. So squaring and adding, so what you are getting, alpha square minus 1 whole square plus 4 times alpha square divided by, the denominator is same, alpha square plus 1 whole square you got. So this form is nothing but alpha square plus 1 whole square it is divided by alpha square plus 1 whole square, which is nothing but 1 you got, x square plus y square is equals to 1 you got. This is nothing but a circle equation. Circle equation with radius as 1 it is. So second option it follows. Next problem, if p and q belongs to real numbers, if 2 minus root 3 is the root of a quadratic equation, this quadratic equation it is been given, then which of the conditions are there, that is what they are asking. So if one irrational root is given, other irrational root can be easily found. Okay, first root is alpha 2 minus root 3, so beta will be its conjugate 2 plus root 3. Okay, sum of the roots will be 4 it is, so product of the roots is plus 1 you got. So general equation of quadratic equation is x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots is equals to 0. So x square minus 4x plus 1 is equals to 0. So if you compare with the equation, this equation, so p will be minus 4 and q will be 1 you are getting. So substitute in any one of the equation, you will get the answer. If you substitute in the third equation, So third equation, if you take minus 4 whole square minus 4 into 1 minus 12 is equals to 0. So this is nothing but 16 minus 4 minus 12 is equals to 0. So this is nothing but 0. 0 is equals to 0. So third equation it follows. Third option it follows. Next problem. Let alpha and beta be the two roots of this equation. Then for y is not equal to 0 in R, this determinant value we are supposed to find. So now this equation, so using this equation we can write x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 0. The roots will be omega and omega square. So it will be alpha, will be beta. So we'll replace in this determinant and we will find the value. Alpha is omega, beta is omega square. Omega square 1. Omega square 1 omega. So two properties are there. 1 plus omega square is equals to 1 and omega cube is equals to 1, not 1, here it is 0 1. So omega raised to 4 is omega. So like this you can write it. So C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This implies, so C1 changes here. So y plus 1 plus omega plus omega. 1 plus omega square is 0. So you will write it y. So here also 1 plus omega square 0. So y only remains. Next 1 plus omega square 0. Only y remains here. So rest of the two columns as it is. So in the next one we will take y outside. Y we have taken outside. Now we will get 1 1 1 here. So to this we will apply R2 changes to R2 minus R1 and R3 changes to R3 minus R1. This is what we got. So we go for expansion y as it is. So cross multiply. When you cross multiply, if you interchange this, minus sign becomes here. So what you are going to get? Y square minus omega square minus 1 whole square. It is a minus b and a plus b concept. Minus, so here you are going to get 1 minus omega into 1 minus omega square. So this is what we are having. This implies y into, so this you can write it as omega raised to 4 plus omega square minus 2 times omega cube minus omega, so if you multiply it inside, omega square minus omega plus omega cube it is. Okay, so this implies omega you can write raised to 4 plus omega square. So this you can write it as minus omega cube. So minus omega minus, so this one as it is y square. So minus sign if I multiply it inside, so this omega becomes 1 here. Okay, this omega cube also plus 1 and here minus omega square. This part. So when you multiply minus sign inside, 1 plus omega minus 1 you are going to get. So this is what we are having. So if you go for cancellation, square omega, so this implies by cube you are getting the answer. So option 4 it follows. Next problem, if this product of the matrix is given to one matrix, then find the inverse of this matrix. So you are supposed to find n value, then only you are going to get the inverse of this matrix. So first we will take a product of these two matrix. If you take a product of these two matrix, 1 plus 0, so 1 plus 0 you got 1, so 1 plus 2, so 1 plus 2 as it is we will write. So 0 plus 0 you got. Next 0 1 you got. Okay, so this matrix you got when you multiply first two matrix. When you multiply this multiplication with respect to the third matrix, 1 3 0 1. Okay, when you multiply with this, what answer you are getting? 1 plus 0, next 3 plus 3 you got, so 0 plus 0 you got, 0 plus 1 you got. So this is how you multiply 3 times you are getting 1 2 3. When you multiply 2 times, 1 plus 2 you are getting. When you multiply 3 matrix, 1 plus 2 plus 3 you are getting. So on, if you multiply all the n, so what you are going to get the result. The result you will be getting 1 plus 2 plus 3, so on up to n minus 1. So 0 you got, 1 you got, which is equal to 10781 you got. So which is nothing but it is product of n natural numbers. So 1, so n minus 1 into n divided by 2, 0 1 you got. So it is nothing but n minus 1 into n divided by 2 and 78. So this implies n into n minus 1, 156 you got. So 156 can be written as, so you can write this 156 as 13 into 12 we can write. So which is nothing but n minus 1 we can write it as 13 minus 1 we can write. So this implies n is equals to 13 we got. Okay. So now we will find the inverse of this matrix. So inverse of this matrix is nothing but 1 13 0 1. So which we will take it as A. We are supposed to find A inverse. Its determinant value is 1. So interchange diagonal elements and sign change non-diagonal elements. So this is what we are using. Your option 3 it follows. Next problem. A committee of 11 members is to be formed from 8 males and 5 females. If m is the number of ways of committee is formed with at least 6 males and n is the number of ways of committee formed with at least 3 males. First we will make m is equals to, so number of ways in which the committee is formed by at least 6 males. So 8 males are there, so 6 males we have to select, and out of 5, so we have to select rest 5, so total is 11 here, plus out of 8 we can select 7, at least 6, at least means 6 and more than 6. So out of 5 we can select 4, out of 8 we can select, out of 5 3 we can select. So this completes the m ways of selecting a committee. So 28, so 28 you got, this is 1 plus 8 you got into 5 you got, plus here 1 you got, 10 you got here. So 28 plus 40 plus 10, so which is nothing but 78 you got. The n is the number of ways committee formed with at least 3 females. So 5 females are there, 3 we are supposed to select, at least 3 means 3 more than 3. Okay, so 8 males, so we are supposed to select 8. Okay, so out of 5 4 you can select, and out of 8 7 we can select, out of 5 we can select 5, and out of 8 we have to select any 6. So this is nothing but a reverse way of writing this. You can see, so this parity is nothing but here, this parity is nothing but here, this parity is nothing but here it is. So its value is also 78 you are getting. So therefore m is equals to n is equals to 78 ways of forming a committee. So option 2 it follows. Next problem. Let the sum of first n terms in a non-constant AP is a1, a2, a3, so on b. This is what they have given. This is what, where a is a constant. If d is the common difference of this AP, then order pair you are supposed to find. Common difference you have to find 50th term you have to find. Then we can write first one is that Tn is equals to Sn minus Sn minus 1. Okay. So what is Sn? This is nothing but Sn they have here. So first we will find a Tn. So Sn is 50n plus n into n minus 7. So this term as it is we will write minus 50 n minus 1 plus n minus 1 n minus 8 divided by 2 into here now 50n and here n square plus 7n by 2a and 50n plus 15 square minus 9n plus 8 divided by 2 2n into a you got. Okay, so minus 50n plus 50n here, so plus 50 remains here plus a by 2 n square minus 7n minus n square n 9n minus 8. So what we got 50n a by 2 cancellation 2n minus 8. So this is nothing but 50 plus, so if you take 2 outside, a into n minus 4 you got. So this is a Tn, but 50th term you have to find. So a50 will be, if you substitute 50 here, t plus 46, a you will get. So this is what you got. So any options, these two options which follows, you have to find a d. So d you can find it here. So d is equals to Tn minus Tn minus 1. So what is Tn here? So Tn is 50 plus a into n minus 4 minus 50 minus a into n minus 5 is implies 50 plus an 4a minus 50, so an plus 5 it is. So cancellation you are going to get a here. Okay, d is equals to a. So this order pair you are supposed to find. So therefore d comma a50 is nothing but a comma 50 plus 46 a. So this is what the answer you are having. Option 2 it follows. Next problem, let summation of f of a plus k is equals to 16 into 2 raised to 10 minus 1, where the function satisfies this property, that is f of x plus y is equals to f of x into f of y for all natural numbers x and y, and f of 1 is equals to 2, then find the natural number a. First we will use this identity and these two. So first what they have given, f of 1 is equals to 2 they have given. Next f of 2 if at all I want to find, f of 2 can be written as 1 plus 1 is equals to f of, according to this property, f of 1 I can write, which is nothing but 2 into 2 is 2 raised to 2, so raised to 2 you got. Next f of 3 how we can find, so 2 plus 1 you can write f of 2 into f of 1 according to the property which they have given. So 2 raised to 2 into 3, so 2 raised to 3 you are getting. Similarly f of x plus y is equals to 2 raised to x plus y you can get. Now we will come back to this solution. So very simplified solution we are having. Summation f of a plus k is changing to 1 to 10 is equals to 16 times 2 raised to 10 minus 1. So this implies summation of k is equals to 1 to 10. So 2 raised to a plus k is equals to 16 times 2 raised to 10 minus 1. So this implies, so power can be splitted here. So 2 raised to a outside. So if you substitute 1 here, 2 raised to 1 we got, plus 2 raised to 2, so on up to 2 raised to 10 we got is equals to 16 2 raised to 10 minus 1 we got. So this is nothing but 2 raised to a. So this is geometric series. A is 2, common ratio is 2 raised to 10 minus 1 whole divided by 2 minus 1. So this is equals to 16 into 2 raised to 10 minus 1. Okay, you can go for cancellation 8 times. 2 raised to a, 2 raised to 10 minus 1 is equals to 2 raised to 3 into 2 raised to 10 minus 1. So therefore a must be equal to 3, but option 2 it follows. Next problem. If the fourth term in the binomial expansion is a binomial expansion, x is greater than 0 is 20 into 8 raised to 7, then a value of x is a value of, so fourth term. So here we will write what is a here. A is 2 by x, so b is x raised to log of x to the base e, and n is x here. So now fourth term. So fourth term is 3 plus 1, it is 6c3 a raised to 3 b raised to 3. So this is what we are having fourth term. So fourth term is 20 into 8 raised to 7. So 6c3 is 20 we are having. What is a? A is x, 2 by x cube you are having. What is b? B is you are having x raised to log of x to the base. So 3 we will multiply it here. Okay, 20 will get cancelled. So this implies 8 raised to 7 is equals to 8 divided by x cube, x whole raised to 3 times log x. Okay. So now 1 will get cancelled. So x raised to 6 x cube is equals to x raised to 3 log x to the base 8. Okay. Applying log on both sides to the base 8. So as we all know, this is log base are same. Log of any number to the base of itself is 1 you are having. So 6 log 6 plus 3 log x to the base 8. So 3 times log x to the base 8 whole square. So for further simplification here, this implies 3 log x to the base 8 whole square minus 3 log x to the base 8 minus 6 is equals to 0. So which is nothing but log x to the base 8 whole square minus log x to the base 8. So minus 2 is equals to 0. So this implies, if you go for factorization, log x to the base 8 minus 2 into log x to the base 8 plus 1 is equals to 0. So this implies log x to the base 8 is equals to 2, or log x to the base 8 is equals to minus 1. So this implies x is equals to 8 square, or x is equals to 8 raised to minus 1. Okay, so 8 raised to minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 8, which is less than 0. As they have told x is greater than 0, x is equals to x raised to 8. Option 1 it follows. Next problem. If a function f is defined in the interval pi by 6 to pi by 3, pi by 6 comma pi by 3 by this function is continuous, then we have to find a limit value are supposed to, k value are supposed to find using this continuity concept. So limit of square root of 2 cos x minus 1 divided by cot x minus 1 as x tends to pi by 4 is equals to f of pi by 4. So this is what the continuity definition is. This implies, so now if you put pi by 4, numerator is 0 and the denominator is also 0, we can apply L'Hospital rule, differentiate numerator separately and denominator separately. So minus root 2 sin x divided by cosecant square x minus you got. So this is equals to k you got. So now minus minus will get cancelled. Now apply pi by 4 root 2, which is nothing but sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 divided by cos pi by 4 is root 2 square is equals to k you got. So this implies both will get cancelled, and a is equals to 1 by 2 is the solution. So option 2 it follows. Next problem, if f of x is equals to, this function is given, x belongs to R, then the set of all values of x for which the function g of x is equals to f of x is not differentiable. So first we will find f of x. G of x is equals to f of x. So f of 15 minus modulus of x minus 10. Next 15 minus modulus of 15 minus modulus of x minus 10 minus 10 modulus. So this implies 15 minus modulus of 5 minus of modulus x minus 10. Okay, so this is what we got g of x. So g of x. So if you take at point x is equals to 10, x is equals to 10, if you take, what is y here? So y, if you take this equation as y, okay, what is y? So this becomes a 0, 5 minus 15 is 10, so this implies 10 comma 10 is 1 point. Okay, so 1 point we got. Next, if x is greater than 10, this is positive, and its equation will be 15 minus modulus of, so if you multiply what you are getting, 15 minus x you will get. So if it is less than 10, if it is less than 10, this equation will be reversed, and 15 minus, so what you are going to get, 5 plus x minus y modulus you get. Okay, so this is next. Here in this case, if you put x is equals to 15, y you are getting 15, so point you got 15 comma 15 you got. Okay, so less than 15 you have one equation, so more than 15 you will take. If x is more than 15, so this equation will be reversed. So what you are going to get, you are going to get x. If x is 15, this equation is going to be reversed, so 30 minus x you are going to get. Okay, so less than we can find using this graph. Okay, here it is. If x is equal to 5, if x is equal to 5, then y is 15 you are going to get, so 5 comma 15, the third point you got. And here one more, so if x is less than 5, okay, this equation will be reversed. If this equation is reversed, then what you are going to get, 15 minus 5 plus x. Okay, so 10 plus x you are going to, so this is what the equation you are having. So to this we will draw the graph. Here we will mark 5, 10, 15. Okay, so here we will mark 5, here we will mark 10, and here we will mark 15. Okay, so we'll take one color. So first one we will mark 10 comma 10 it is. Okay, here it is 10 comma 10 it is. Okay, next 15 comma 15 we will mark. This is 15 comma 15 you are having. Next graph. Next 5 comma 15. So 5 comma 15 here it is. So 5 comma 15 we are having. Okay, next. So minus 10 we will mark it here. Here it is minus 10. and here we will mark it as 30 we will mark, and I will join the lines. So first we have taken equal to 10, so greater than 10 you will get greater than 10 you will get this line, and less than 10 you will get this line. Okay, this is the graph we are having. Next, okay, so less than 5 you will get this graph which will pass through this minus 10. So if you substitute is equals to 0, y is equals to 0, so then x plus 10 is equals to 0. This implies x is equals to minus 10, so this point you will get. And more than 15 means this one, so y is equals to 0. If you want to point on x-axis, 30 minus x is equals to 0, and x is equals to 30, so this point you are going to get. Okay, this point. Okay, so this is the graph of this function. This is the graph of this function. So these points, these edge points are called kinks. This means corner points. So at this point the function is not differentiable. The entire graph of the function is differentiable, only at this point the function is not. So they are asking a set of all the values at which the function is not differentiable. So x value here is we are having 5, here we are having 10, here we have 15. So therefore you can write x is equals to 5, 10, 15 in implies g of x is not differentiable. So option 3 it follows. Next problem, let capital S be the set of all values of x for which the tangent to the curve, this is the curve is given at point x comma y is parallel to the line segment joining the 2 points. These are the 2 points are given. Then what is the S they are given? So tangent to the curve and line segment, they are parallel. Two lines are parallel, so their slopes are always equal. So first we will find this f of minus 1 and f of 1. Okay. So y is equals to, so first we will find f of 1 we will find. Okay, we'll substitute 1 here. Next f of minus 1 we will substitute. Then we will find the slope for this. The slope we will find m1. m1 is equals to f of minus 1 minus f of 1 divided by minus 1 minus 1. So which is nothing but 0, minus into minus plus you got, and this is minus 2, so which is nothing but minus 1 you got. Next the slope of this curve we will find y is equals to, differentiating with respect to x, 3x square 2x minus 2. Okay, so this is m2. Okay, since they are parallel, m1 must be equal to m2. Okay, so therefore minus 1 is equals to 3 times x square minus 2x minus 2. Okay, so this implies 3x square minus 2x minus 1 is equals to 0. So the roots of this equation is 3x plus 1 into 3x minus 1 is equals to 0. So therefore x must be equal to minus 1 by 3 and 1. A fourth option it follows. Next problem, if f of x is a non-zero polynomial of degree 4 having local extreme points at x is equals to minus 1, 0, 1, then the set S is equals to x belongs to real numbers such that f of x is equals to f of 0. Extreme points means f dash of x. F dash of x, we will take some constant here. So x minus 0, so x minus 1, x plus 1. So 0 is one extreme point, 1 is another extreme point, and minus 1 is the third extreme point we are having. So f dash of x is equals to lambda x into, if you multiply it, x square minus 1. So if you integrate with respect to x, so what you will be getting? Integration, so x you multiply it inside, the integration constant. So this implies, so f of x is equals to lambda into, so x raised to 4 by 4 x square by 2 plus c. We got one more condition is given here, f of x is equals to f of 0. So f of x is equals to f of 0. So if I substitute 0 here, what I am going to get? So 0 minus 0 plus c I got. So f of x, okay, f of x is equals to c I got. F of x is equals to c I got. So substituting in this, so therefore c is equals to lambda into x raised to 4 by 4 x square by 2 plus c. So if you go cancellation, so you are getting 0 lambda, so your LCM is 4, so x raised to 4 minus 2x. Okay, so this is what we got. So this implies lambda x square, if you take common here, so x square minus 2 is equals to 0 if you send 4 to the other side. So this implies x square is equals to 0 or x square minus 2 is equals to 0. So x is equals to plus or minus root 2, two irrational roots, one rational root. So second option it follows. Next problem, integral. This integral is been given. We can convert these terms in terms of tan or in terms of cot. So this is what the problem we are having. So this implies, so we will take it to the denominator, secant raised to 2 by 3x divided by sine 4 by 3x dx. Now multiply and divide it by secant 4 by 3 dx. Multiply and divide it by secant raised to 4 by 3x, secant raised to 4 by 3x. So what you are going to get? So denominator, this is 1 by cos, which is nothing but tan 4 by 3 x dx you got. Numerator, bases are same, powers to be added. If you add the powers, so secant square x you are getting. So put tan x is equals to t cube. So if you differentiate with respect to x, secant square x dx 3 times t square dt. This implies, so denominator what you are getting? Denominator t raised to 4 you got, and dx what you got? 3 times t square dt. So this is what you got. So this implies integration, so 3 outside, so 1 divided by x square dt. So integrate, what you are getting? 1 divided by t you got plus c. So this implies 3 into minus 1 divided by tan 1 by 3x plus c you got. This implies minus 3 tan raised to minus 1 by 3x plus c. You got the answer. Your option 2 it follows. Next problem. So this is a definite integration. We have to find the value. So first we will take I is equals to 0 to pi by 2. So if you use the integration property, I is equals to, so you will get sin cube x pi by 2 minus x, that is nothing but a cos cube x divided by denominator also sin pi by 2 minus x, cos x you will get, and cos pi by 2 minus x sin x you will get dx. Okay, adding these two you are going to get 2x integration. So your limits are there, don't forget to write the limits. 0 to pi by 2 sin cube x cos cube x divided by sin x cos x you got. 2 times I is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2. So a cube by plus b cube formula we can use it. A plus b into, so a square plus b square minus ab we are getting, whole divided by sin x plus cos x dx. You can go for cancellation further. 2I is equals to integration 0 to pi by 2. So this is 1, you are getting 1 plus, so this you can write it as 1 by 2 into x. Okay, now we go for further simplification here. This implies 2I is equals to integration. If you apply, so what you are getting, x, so sign differentiation is cos minus plus, you will get plus 1 by 2 cos 2x divided by 2, and you are getting 0 to pi by 2. So this implies 2I is equals to pi by 2 plus 1 by 2 cos 2 times pi by 2 divided by 2 minus 0 plus 1 by 2 cos 2 times 0 by 2, you got. This was the solution you are getting. So 2I is equals to pi by 2 as it is. So this is pi you got. So if you go for cancellation, pi you got minus 1 by 4 you got. Minus of, this is one part we got. So 0. So this is plus 1 by 4 you got. So 1 by 4. So which is nothing but 2 times I is equals to pi by 2. So minus pi by 4 minus pi by 4, it is nothing but minus pi by 2 it is. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 times I is equals to pi minus 1 by 2, so which is nothing but I is equals to pi minus 1 by 4 is the answer you got. Option 2 it follows. Next problem. The area in square units of a region A is being given. Here two equations are given. So this is parabolic equation. This is straight line equation. So we shall draw the graph here. Okay, first we will draw a parabola is opening towards upper side. X square is equals to y. Please. Next a straight line we shall draw. So you are supposed to find these 2 points. X square is equals to y and y is equals to x plus 2 you got. So I'll substitute this in this equation. What you are getting, x minus 2 you got, x plus 1 you got is equals to 0. So therefore x is equals to 2 and minus 1. So here you are going to get x is equals to minus 1 and you are going to get x is equals to 2. So you are supposed to find the region. So this region you are supposed to find. Okay, you can see at the top you have straight line, at the bottom you have the parabola. Okay, so we can write it now. Area is equals to integration minus 1 to 2 y dx minus integration minus 1 to 2 y dx. The first one is the straight line which we will substitute. The straight line equation is x plus 2 dx minus integration of minus 1 to 2, so x square dx. Okay, now we go for simplification. X square plus 2 plus 2x, so which is nothing but minus 1 to 2, so x cube by 3, which is nothing but lower limit upper limit we are having. So we go for further simplification here. You will substitute here. First one 2, if you substitute 4 by 2 plus 2 into 4 you are getting minus 1 by 2 plus 2 times minus 1. So this is the first one we have substituted. The second one minus 1 8 divided by 2 minus into 1 cube divided by 3 you got 3 it is. Okay, so it is nothing but so if you go for simplification, 12 plus 3 is 15 by 2, 3 you got, which is nothing but 9 by 2 you got. This is square root. Fourth option it follows. Next problem, the solution to the differential equation. This differential equation is being given. X is not equal to 0 with y of 1 is equals to 1 is solution for this differential is a linear differential equation. So write the differential equation as it is, dividing throughout by x. So which is nothing but linear differential equation. Py is equals to q. Okay. Now integrating factor we will calculate. E raised to integration of 2 by x dx we are getting. So it is nothing but x square it is. Okay. Solution is given by y into integrating factor, integration of q into integrating factor dx plus c. So this implies y into x square is equals to integration of x into x square dx plus c. So it is nothing but x square y, okay, x raised to 4 by 4 plus c. Okay. So this is one part of our solution. Given that if x is 1, y is also 1, will substitute in this. So this is nothing but 1 square into 1 is equals to 1 raised to 4 divided by 4 plus c. So c is equals to by 4 you are getting. So therefore x square y is equals to x raised to 4 by 4 plus 3 by 4 you got. So this is what you are getting. So take it to the other side, x square, okay, x square by 4 plus 3 divided by 4 into x square. So this is what the differential solution for the differential equation we got. Okay, which option it follows? Option 3 it follows. Next problem. If the tangent to the curve, this curve is given at a point 1 comma minus 5 is perpendicular to the line, then which of the following point lie on a curve? So we are supposed to find the curve equation. So we are supposed to find A and B. Okay, so tangent you all know. So first we will find dy by dx. So y is equals to x cube plus ax minus b. So differentiate with respect to x. So which is nothing but x 3x square plus a, and at what point? At a point 1 comma minus 5. So dy by dx is, so when you substitute there, so 3 plus a you got, and it is perpendicular to this one. So this we will take it as m1 and perpendicular to the slopes. So now x minus x plus y plus 4 is equals to 0. So this implies m2, the slope of this equation is, so what you got here, you send it to the other side, this is 1 there. Okay, so therefore, so product of the slope is minus 1 because they are perpendicular. So 3 plus a into 1 is equals to minus 1. So which is nothing but a is equals to, if you send it to the other side, minus 4 you got. Next, at 1 comma minus 5, so this equation becomes 1, okay, minus 5 1 cube plus minus 4 into 1 minus b. So this implies b is equals to 2 you got. Okay, so therefore the curve is y is equals to x cube minus 4x minus 2. So which point it will satisfy, you can see. So it will satisfy point to this point, minus 2 cube. So therefore 2 comma minus 2 lies on curve. Option 2 it follows. Next problem. The slope of a line passing through the point 2 comma 3 and intersecting a line x plus y is equals to 7 at a distance of 4 units. From the first we shall draw the diagram. X plus y is equals to 7. Next we will mark a point. So this is the point. We will take 2 comma 3. So the distance will be 4 units. So if you join it here, it is tan theta. Okay. So we are supposed to find this slope tan theta. If you find it itself, you are getting the answer. So now, so this ordinates we will find. So to find these ordinates, we shall use a parametric form. X minus x1 divided by cos theta, y minus y1 divided by sin theta is equals to r. So this is x1 y1, this is r, okay, perpendicular distance. So x is equals to 2 plus 4 times cos theta, x ordinate into r distance. Y is 3 plus 4 times sin theta. So here we will write the ordinates 2 plus 4 cos theta, 3 plus 4 sin theta. This point lies on this line, it will satisfy this equation. So therefore 2x plus 4 cos theta, 3 plus 4 sin theta is equals to 7. So this implies cos theta plus sin theta is equals to 1 by 2 you will get after simplification. So squaring on both sides, so 1 plus sin 2 theta is equals to 1 by 4 you got. So further simplification we shall go. This implies sin 2 theta is equals to minus 3 by 4. Sin 2 theta can be written as in terms of tan theta, 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta minus 3 by 4. So if you cross multiply 3 times tan square theta plus 8 times tan theta plus 3 is equals to 0 you got. So now you all know that it is a quadratic equation in tan theta is equals to minus 8 plus or minus 64 36 minus 36 divided by 6 you got. So here minus 8, so this is nothing but 28 you can write it as a 2 root 7 divided by 6 you can write. Now two cases you will get here. Case 1 where we will take positive side, tan theta is equals to plus 2 root 7 divided by 6. So case 2 tan theta is equals to, so this part we have taken. Now here we can take minus sign outside, 2 times this divided by 6 you got. So if you take the minus sign to the other side, 8 2 root 7 divided by minus 6 we will write. So this can be written as 1 minus root 7 whole square divided by 1 minus 7 you can write. So this you can write it as 1 minus root 7 whole square divided by 1 minus root 7 into 1 plus root 7 you can write. Okay, you can go for cancellation. So this you are getting answer 1 minus root 7 divided by 1 plus root 7. So this is the answer you got. The fourth option it is following. Next problem. If the tangent to the circle x square plus y square is equals to 1 intersects the coordinate axis at distinct points P and Q, then the locus of the midpoint of P and Q is, okay, so locus we are supposed to find. So let us draw the diagram first. So this is the circle we are having. So this equation we will take it as the normal form, cos theta y into sin theta is equals to 1. So where it is a perpendicular distance is 1 we are having. The circle equation is x square plus y square is equals to. So now what are the ordinates of P here? P is if y is 0, the x you are getting 1 by cos theta comma 0, and Q is x is 0, then 0 comma 1 by sin theta. Then midpoint of this we will take somewhere here, take it as h comma k. So whose locus we are supposed to find. Then midpoint is equals to h must be sum of the ordinates divided by 2 you are supposed to get, 2 times cos theta, and k must be sum of the y ordinates divided by, so 1 divided by 2 times sin theta. Now this implies, so cos theta is equals to 1 divided by 2h and sin theta is equals to 1 divided by 2 times k. Squaring and adding, cos square theta plus sine square theta is equals to 1 divided by 4 times h square 1 divided by 4 times k square. So it is nothing but 1 is equals to 1 divided by 4 times h square plus 1 divided by 4 times k square. So h and k are the point. To find the locus of the midpoint, h and k is the midpoint, so we will replace it by locus. Locus means a general point. We will replace x by x and k by y. So this implies, so 1 is equals to 1 divided by 4 times x square and 1 divided by 4 times y square, where x comma y is locus of the midpoint. This implies, so if you go for cross multiplication, so what you are going to get, 4x square y square is equals to x square plus y square. So this implies x square plus y square minus 4 times x square y square is equals to 0. So this is the equation we got, that is locus of midpoint. Third option it follows. Next question, if one end of the focal chord of a parabola y square is equals to 16x is at 1 comma 4, then the length of this focal chord. Okay, so let us draw the diagram. This is what the parabola we are having. This parabola is y square is equals to 1 point of the focal chord is given. So you can join like this, it passes through the focus. This length we are supposed to find. So now here the first ordinate you can see it is 80 square, the second ordinate you can see 480. So a value we will find it from here. So from here you can see 4a is equals to 16, so a is equals to 4 you got. So if you substitute in this equation, 80 square is equals to 1, t square is equals to 1 by a, equal to a is nothing but 4, so which implies t is equals to plus or minus 2 you are getting. So one end you will get it as plus 2, another end you will get it as minus 2. So one end you will take it as a t plus 1 by 2 you will take. Now length of focal chord is equals to a into t plus 1 by t whole square. So what is a? A is 4. What is t? 1 by 2 plus 2 whole square. So it is nothing but 4 into I by 2 whole square. So it is nothing but 25 you got. So first option it follows. Next problem, if the line y is equals to mx plus 7 root 3 is a normal to hyperbola, this hyperbolic equation is given, then the value of m is. So normal to hyperbolic equation in terms of slope form, we can write it as y is equals to mx plus or minus m into a square plus b square divided by square root of a square minus b square m square. Okay, so this is what, if you compare with this equation, so what you are getting, so therefore 7 root 3 is equals to m as it is. So this is a square, this is b square. So 24 plus 18 divided by square root of 24 minus 18 m square. Okay, so this implies, so what you can write, 7 root 3 m into 42 you got square root of 24 minus 18 m square. So if you go for cancellation, so this is 6 times. So squaring both sides, so 36 m square divided by 24 18 m square. So if you go for further cancellation, you got, so it is nothing but 24 minus 18 m square is equals to 12 m square. So this implies, so if you send it to the other side, what you are getting, 24 is equals to 30 m. This implies m square is equals to 24 by 30. So which is nothing but m square is equals to 4 by 5 watt. So m is equals to plus or minus root 2 divided by root 5. Okay, so which option it follows? Option 1 it follows. Next problem, if the line equation is given meets the plane equation is also given at a point P, then the distance of P from the origin, means you have to find the intersection point of line and a plane. So let us draw the diagram. The plane equation is x plus 2y plus 3z is equals to 15. The line intersects this plane at this point is P. Okay. So this point, so line equation is x minus 1 divided by 2 is equals to y plus 1 divided by 3 is equals to z minus 2 divided by 4, let it be equal to lambda. So then this point will be, so x ordinate will be, if you multiply 2 here, so 2 lambda plus 1. If you multiply it here, y, so 3 lambda minus 1. Okay, if you multiply 4 here, 4 lambda plus 2 you are having. So this is what the point. This point lies on this plane. So we will substitute this point in this plane. Okay, so this implies 2 lambda plus 1 plus 2 times 3 lambda minus 1 plus 3 times 4 lambda plus 2 is equals to 15. So this implies 20 lambda plus 5 it is equals to 15. So which is nothing but lambda is equals to 1 by 2 is the lambda value. So if lambda value is 1 by 2, so this point will be, this is the P point you got. The distance of point P whose ordinates are 2, 1 by 2, 4 from origin is equals to square root of 2 square plus 1 by 2 square plus 4 square equals to 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 16. So LCM is 4 we are having, 16 plus 1 plus 64, so which is nothing but square root of 1 by 4 you got, which is nothing but 9 by 2 is the distance. Option 2 it follows. Next problem, a plane passing through the points. So this is one point is given, it is y-intercept, and here one more point is given, this is z-ordinate, and makes an angle pi by 4 with the plane. This is one more plane, it passes through the point. Okay, you have to find the equation of a plane. That equation of a plane passes through which of these following points? That is what they have asked. So here we will use intercept form. So intercept form says that x by a plus y by b plus z by c is equals to 1. So here it is y-intercept, here it is z-intercept. So this implies x by a minus y plus z is equals to 1. So this is the first equation we are having. Its direction ratios are 1 by a minus 1 1. So one more equation is been given here, y minus z plus 5 is equals to 0. So its direction ratios are 0 1 minus 1. So now the angle, it says cos theta is equals to, this is what we are having. So this is a1 b1, so this is equivalent to a1 b1 c1. So this is equivalent to a2 b2 c2. Okay, so this implies the angle between the two planes is 45 degrees, that is cos 45. So here if you multiply 0 you got, multiply minus 1 you got, divided by square root of 1 by a square plus 1 plus 1 square it is. So into square root of 0 plus 1 plus 1 it is. Okay, so 1 square. So this is what we are having. So this implies, so 1 by root 2 is equals to minus 2 divided by square root of 1 by a square plus 2 the square root of 2. It will get cancelled here. So I'll go for simplification here. This implies square root of 1 by a square plus 2 is equals to minus 2. Squaring on both sides. So 1 by a square plus 2 is equals to 4. So this implies a is equals to plus or minus 1 divided by root 2. Okay. So we will write the equation here. Two equations we are going to get. So first so a 1 divided by a, so plus root 2a plus root 2 x you are going to get. This equation if you substitute, minus y plus z is equals to 1, or so if you substitute minus sign, minus root 2x minus y plus z is equals to 1. So these are the two equations we got, and which point will satisfy? If you substitute any point in this, it will not satisfy. So here also the fourth point, if you substitute here, what you are going to get? The fourth point if you substitute here, that is fourth option, root 2 into root 2 minus 1 plus 4 is equals to 1. So root 2 into root 2 is a minus 2, minus 1 plus 4 is equals to 1. 1 plus 1, so you are getting the answer. Means the fourth point, it will satisfy the plane equation if you take a as negative of 1 by root 2. So fourth option it follows. Next problem, let alpha is equals to, vector is given, vector alpha and vector beta is given. If vector beta is equals to beta 1 minus beta 2, where beta 1 is parallel to and beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha, then find beta 1 cross beta 2. So we have to find the vectors beta 1 and beta 2 vectors, then we can find the cross product. The first condition is they are given beta 1 is parallel to beta 2. So if beta 1 is parallel to beta 2, so beta 1 must be equal to lambda times alpha. Okay. If beta 1 is parallel to alpha, then you can write it as beta 1 is equals to lambda times alpha. Okay. So this implies beta 1 is equals to, what is alpha? Alpha is given here, lambda times 3i plus j is. Okay, next, beta 2 is perpendicular. So beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha, then beta 2 dot alpha must be equal to 0. Okay, dot product must be 0. So then so beta 2 how you can find? So from here you can find. So beta 2 is equals to, so we can send it to the other side, beta 1 minus beta. Okay, so what is beta 1? Beta 1 is lambda times 3i plus j, and beta is, so 2 times I minus j plus 3 times k is. So it's a simplified one. We can write this, you can write it as a 3 lambda minus 2 into I plus lambda plus 1 into j minus 3k. So beta 2 is perpendicular to alpha, then the dot product is 0. So this implies, so the coefficients are supposed to multiply. Coefficient, it is 3 lambda minus 2, the coefficient is 3 plus lambda plus 1 into 1 plus minus 3 to z is 0 is equals to 0 we are having. So here 9 lambda minus 6 plus lambda plus 1 is equals to 0. So this is nothing but lambda is equals to this 10 lambda, so 5 by 10 you are getting nothing but 1 by 2. Okay, so lambda value you got, you can find beta 1, you can find beta 2. So therefore beta 1 is equals to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 you can write 3 by 2 I plus 1 by 2 j you can write. Next beta 2. Beta 2 is, if you substitute 1 by 2 here, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, so minus 1 by 2 you are having. Okay, so 1 by 2 if you substitute plus 3 by 2 j you are having, so minus 3k you are having. So now you can find the cross product here. So beta 1 cross beta 2 is equals to determinant ijk. Now we are having 3 by 2, 1 by 2, 0, minus 1 by 2, 3 by 2, minus 3. So if you go for expansion, I is equals to, so if you multiply minus 3 by 2 minus 0 you got, minus j, so 9 by 2 minus 0 you got, plus k, 3 by 2, 3 by 2, 9 by 4 you got, and here plus 1 by 4 you got. So this implies minus 3 by 2 I plus 9 by 2 j, and you are having 10 by 4 which is nothing but plus 5 by 2 k you are having. So this 1 by 2 you can take it outside, minus I, minus 3i plus 9j plus 5k. So this is what the vector we got. So which option it follows here? So option 1 it follows. Next problem. 4 persons can hit a target correctly with the probabilities 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1 by 8 respectively. If all hit at a target independently, and the probability that the target would be hit is, okay, so very simple problem we are having. So first the probability of first person we will take 1 by 2, the probability of second person we will take 1 by 3, the probability of third person we will take 1 by 4, and the probability of fourth person we will take 1 by 8. Probability of hit the target is nothing but 1 by the probability of target not hit, which is nothing but they all are independent events. You can take it as probability of E naught into the probability of B naught into the probability of C naught into the probability of D naught. Okay. So you can find from this 1 minus 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 4, 1 minus 1 by 8, which is nothing but 1 minus, so you are getting 1 by 2, so 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 7 by 8 you got. So which is nothing but LCM is 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 8 minus 2, 3, 7. Okay, so which is nothing but 2 into 3, 4 into 8 minus 7 divided by 2 into 3 into 4 into 8. So you can go for cancellation. So it is nothing but 8 into 4 is 32 minus 7. So next 32 you got, 32 minus 7 is 25 by 32. Next option it follows. Next problem. If the standard deviation of the numbers minus 1, 0, 1, k is root 5, where k is greater than 0, then k is equal to standard deviation. So is root 5, and we know the variance. Variance is equals to summation of xi divided by n minus mean square. Okay, so this is what we are having. So square root of 5 whole square. So summation of xi square it is. Minus 1 square is 1, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, Next, k square is k square whole divided by the number of observations is 4. Next, the mean square they have asked minus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus k whole divided by 4, it is whole square. This is what we are having. 5 is equals to, so 2 plus k square divided by 4 minus, so minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled, so k square by 16 you got. So this implies here LCM is 16, so 4 we are supposed to multiply here, so 8 plus 4 k square minus k square divided by 16 it is. So now 16 if you multiply to the other side, 88 and 3k square it is. So this implies a k square is equals to, so 80 minus 8 divided by 3, so which is nothing but k square is equals to 72 divided by 3 plus or minus root 72 divided by 3, so 2 times it is 4 times 24 times. Okay, root of 24. So root of 24 we can write it as plus or minus 2 root 6. Third option it follows. Next problem, find the value of, so trigonometric problem is given, so I'll write the equation as it is. Multiply and divided by 2. So divided by 2, for each term we will multiply by, so this implies 1 by 2 is equals to, so 2 times cos square x is nothing but 1 plus cos 2x, 2x it is nothing but 2x is there 10, 20 degrees you are going to get. So 2 times cos x cos y is nothing but cos, so this we can write it as minus, so cos x plus y is 60 degrees, so minus if you multiply inside cos x minus y you are going to get 40 degrees, plus this also you can write it as 1 plus cos 100 degrees. So this implies 1 divided by 2, so this is nothing but 2 you are going to get, and here 60 is nothing but 1 by 2 you are going to get, plus cos 20 degrees plus cos 100 degrees minus cos of 40 degrees. This implies 1 by 2, so this if you simplify you are going to get a 3 by 2 plus cos 20 degrees plus cos A minus cos B you are getting 2 times, that is minus 2 times sin A plus B divided by 2, so 70 degrees you are going to get, and sin A minus B divided by 2, so 30 degrees you are going to get. So what simplified answer you got? So 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 plus cos 20 degrees, so minus you keep it as it is, okay, so 30, so 30 is nothing but 1 by 2, this 1 by 2 and 2 will get cancelled, so sin 70 you got. So this implies 1 by 2 cos 30, 1 by 2 into 3 by 2 cos 20 degrees, this one you can write it as cos 20 degrees, 90 minus 20, 70 you can write it as 90 minus 20 also. So these two will get cancelled, the answer you are going to get 3 by 4. Option 2 it follows. Next problem, the set is given theta belongs to minus 2 pi comma pi, the closed interval, so such that this equation is given. So to find the sum of all the elements belonging to this set. Okay, first we will solve this equation. So 2 cos square theta plus 3 sin theta is equals to 0. So if you write this one in terms of 1 minus sine square theta. So what answer you are going to get? Okay, so 2 times sine square theta minus 3 times sine theta and minus 2, you are going to get the answer. So next, so if you factorize this, so 2 times sine theta plus 1 you are going to get. Next, sine theta minus 2 you are going to get. Sine theta is equals to minus 1 by 2, or sine theta is equals to 2, which has no solution. So we will take this and we will use the graph and simplify the concept. So we will draw the graph here. Okay, here it is minus 2 pi, here it is plus 2 pi. Okay. So half if you take the line minus 1 by 2, this line y is equals to minus 1 by 2. Okay. So these points you are supposed to find. Okay. So this point here you are going to get 7 pi by 6, and this point you are going to get 11 pi by 6. So here this point you are going to get minus pi by 6, and this point you are going to get minus 5 pi by 6. So these are the 4 points which exist in this set. So we have to have the sum of these points. So S is equals to minus 5 pi by 6 minus pi by 6 plus 7 pi by 6 plus 11 pi by 6. So what is the answer? The LCM is 6 you are having. Now here you are having 18 minus 6, so 12 pi you got. So this implies 2 pi is the answer. The option 3 it follows. Next problem. For any two statements P and Q, the negation of this expression we are supposed to find. Okay, negation of P or negation of P and Q. Okay. So if you take negation inside, R becomes and negation of negation P and Q. So if you take this negation inside, so and becomes R there, so P or negation Q. Now we will apply the distributive property. So P and Q or and not P and not Q we got. So this is always contradiction, or not P and not Q. Okay, contradiction, and to any statement you are getting not P and not Q. So option 1 it follows.